not probably the best Corvette I've ever owned. But this car, it takes the cake. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm about to do a little canyon drive, and we got Jay here. Ooh, he has a Subi right there. He's gonna do a canyon drive with us too. Matt's here too, which is awesome. He's in a little pony. But anyways, I got the C8Z right here. Wanting to test out on a driving road how this cross brace, see that cross right behind me? We'll focus in on it in a moment, but I want to test that thing out and see how well it helps my handling with this vehicle. I tested it out on a road course and it was really great. Let's test it out on the road, right? Let's get around some corners on a windy road and see how this thing feels and how much it adds to the rigidity of the car. So we'll find out here in a moment once we get rolling on the road. Just getting some camera stuff set up right now, but it should be pretty fun. Looking forward to it and can't wait. Man, so I've absolutely loved so far this experience of owning this Z06. Has been absolutely incredible. Really fun car. Probably the best Corvette I've ever owned in my life. This thing has been just incredible. The way this car handles, even from the factory, just stock form, doing nothing to it. Even on the Pilot Sport 4S tires, these things have been incredible. This car handles well, it drives well, sounds really good, even at low speeds, even at lower RPM, at part throttle driving around the streets, the car just sounds better than anything I've ever owned. The experience of finally having a supercar, a true supercar, the Z06 is a true supercar, by the way. No matter what anybody tells you, it is. It's a true supercar. But the experience of having this car has been something that I could have never imagined that would ever happen, and it has happened now. I have it, and I'm continuing to have fun with it. But as always, any car I've ever gotten, I've always wanted to see what more can I get out of it, right? Without going over the top. Obviously, if you go way over the top, you can definitely get a lot more out of a vehicle. And then you start going into having potentially reliability issues and whatnot, or taking away from the usability of the car. This car is very usable. So far, I've only done some minor adjustments to the car. Obviously, thrown on the vertical doors, which has been incredible for the look. I feel like should have came from the factory with vertical doors. It didn't, but now that it did, now that I have it on there, I'm super happy about it. I also have the Forge Light MC5 wheels on it that look incredible. The offset is a lot better than what the stock offset of this car is. That has been really nice. I also have the Speedway Motors cross brace kit on the car for the engine bay, and it's not just a mod to look good, to have this cool looking cross brace. It actually adds rigidity to the vehicle, and the reason why it adds rigidity to the vehicle is because anytime you have any big open space on a vehicle, that means that everything is not connected the way it really could to add the most amount of rigidity. More rigidity can help out with the responsiveness of the handling of a vehicle. Vehicles get more lazy the more that they're able to kind of twist and not stay super sturdy, right? Not saying that this car twist a lot or anything like that, but the more vehicle twists, the more lazy it is. When you're able to make it not twist that much, when you're able to kind of make it more rigid and help out the sturdiness of the car, what ends up happening is the car is responsive to your input, right? So when you turn, it turns, versus you turn and then it waits half a second and then turns. Not that it's that much of a delay, but you get what I'm saying. But anyways, we added the cross brace. I felt it immediately going around corners on the track, and then now I'm trying to feel it out on nice twisty road. We got these beautiful twisty roads here in California called canyons, and I do what I can to get around these things every once in a while. And now that I'm over here next to the Malibu one, I'm looking to see what this vehicle can do with new cross brace kit. That engine note, 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 from GM is just the most incredibly sounding motor I've ever owned. And I'm a guy who's had a bunch of different cars. I got a C6 Z06, a C7 Z06. I even got an R32 GTR and an R34 GTR, but this car, it takes the cake. Going around these corners, you can definitely feel that the car wants to stay very planted to the ground. I don't even have Cup 2R tires on this car. I have your 300 treadwear Pilot Sport 4S tires, and this thing still is very planted around the corners. I mean, it does not want to lay over. It doesn't want to have a lot of body roll. It doesn't want to do any of that stuff. And that's just from adding this cross brace kit. And you can do it to a normal C8 Stingray, or you can do it for your C8 Z06. And the kit's pretty much the same because it's the same mounting points. You throw it on there, you make it work. Now, it doesn't work for the convertible cars. You definitely don't want to put it on that because it's not going to work. But on the non-convertible cars, yes, you can do it. And we're about to go through a tunnel here. The car's going to sound absolutely epic. Man, this car car sounds so good. Gotta love it. Definitely enjoying this road. It's not the most technical canyon, but this thing sounds so good. Now we're going into a corner here. Has a little bit of banking, a little bit sharper than the past ones. And once again, once you're going around this thing, the car just stays so flat. No movement, nothing. It's responsive, it's predictable, and it gives you confidence. And that's what you want in a vehicle. When you add certain mods, you want it to add more confidence for you as a driver, because you want to feel like Superman. You want to be able to turn. You want to be able to get on the throttle. You want to be able to do all that stuff. And you want those mods that you add to a vehicle to inspire confidence so that you can do it better, faster, stronger, whatever. That's the point of adding mods. And this one definitely did it. You know, I hate adding mods to a vehicle that don't help me out performance-wise. Obviously, there's a few ones that I'll do and whatever about. Obviously, my vertical doors, that's not a performance mod. It was really more of an efficiency mod for parking a car in tight spots and some other stuff. But when you do the performance mods, you definitely want something that's going to increase the performance and it's noticeable, right? Like, I don't put stuff on that's not noticeable. And this is definitely noticeable. Every corner I go around, my first thought is I can feel the rear of the car being a lot more planted, a lot more sturdy, and inspiring more confidence to be able to go faster around the corner, especially when you're on a road course track and you can really send it with the car. I mean, I've gone 140 miles per hour into turns with this cross brace kit on the track, and it is cool. It is very cool. What a beautiful road. Gosh, I love driving here on the canyons in southern sunny California. I can just feel it every single corner I go around. Sound check time. Ah, sounds so good. Who would have ever thought that GM was going to come out with a car that was going to be even more superior than the C7Z06, the C7ZR1, which were both really incredible vehicles? You know, who would have thought that there was more? Like, what more could you do besides maybe try to add more power or whatever it is? But who would have thought you could make something that was even that much more over the top? And they did. With this C8 mid-engine platform, they figured it out. They did it. And now that they have it, now, you know, these aftermarket companies are slowly starting to find ways to modify these vehicles, make them even better than they are from the factory, which they're amazing from the factory. But now that we can finally add things like this cross brace kit and more, I even got some more mods coming. Stay tuned. We're working on some aero stuff, exhaust mods, you name it. A lot of stuff's gonna be coming for this car, but I just love driving this thing. It just sounds so good. Man, this car feels good. So planted. Just listen to the tunes of this car for the remainder of this drive. I mean, you just, you have to love it. I mean, there's just no way you can hate on this thing. There's just no way. I give this cross brace kit definitely an A+. This thing has been absolutely incredible. Just feeling it on these windy roads. You know, some people would think, okay, you can only feel the difference when you go on track. That's absolutely false. I'm feeling it on the roads right now, and it feels good. Every corner I go around. Testing it on these windy roads here, you can feel it. You can feel that it's adding to response of the vehicle. Definitely helping out a lot. Man, this thing is absolutely incredible. For anybody looking to get a cross brace kit for their C8 or C8 Z06, just make sure you go to www.jesseiwujiperformance.com or just email us at info@jesseiwujiperformance.com. Email us, we'll get you a quote. These things aren't expensive at all. They're $600 and it's a great addition, and you can install it in your own garage in basically about 30 minutes. It's really not that hard at all. All right, so we're arriving here at Neptune's Net, getting to the destination. Here we go, right here. Oh, it's in a very abrupt slowdown. Low car. Turn up. A little scrape, but not too bad. Nice little spot right there. Should be golden. What a fun drive with the C8 Z06, going through the canyons, Malibu canyons, down here to now Neptune's Net. For those of you who don't know what Neptune's Net is, it is that one spot in the first Fast and Furious movie after Paul Walker and Vin Diesel were in the orange Supra and they raced that Ferrari and beat the Ferrari and then stopped to eat. This is where it's at, Neptune's Net. So we're here, the C806 right here. It's not a Ferrari, it's a GM car, but it would have whooped that Supra. But anyways, we're here. Cross brace kit worked absolutely incredible through the windy roads. Definitely felt it. Car was more rigid in the rear, very flat through the corners. Felt amazing. I mean, the car already feels amazing stock, but when you add that, it feels even more. So I definitely highly recommend it for anybody who's looking for it. But man, super nice to be out here. Perfect weather here at the beach. Neptune's Net, got the Z06, and it doesn't get better than this. All right, so just grabbed my Neptune's Net meal right here. Grabbed the fried fish and the fried calamari, and it looks good. I am about to absolutely destroy this. I got cocktail sauce too, which is nice. Yeah, look at this, 2 pounds of boiled shrimp. You can get that too, that's what Jay got. Pretty good stuff. Super iconic to get the C8Z06 right here with the Neptune's Net sign in the background. Man, I haven't brought this car over here yet. Usually I bring all my cars here at some point. This is the first time the C8Z06 has got an opportunity to come to Neptune's Net. Food was absolutely great, super awesome. The drive here was really great. Cross brace kit worked well. Handling was really nice. Car was super flat through the corners. Rigidity was there. It was good, super solid. Now it's time here in a moment to drive on back through the canyon and then head on home. But man, it's always enjoyable to get some good food, get some good driving in, and do it all in the C8Z. All right, something pretty cool. So I got C8Z06 here, and that light all the way in the back over there is the light that Paul Walker pulled up to with the Supra next to the black Ferrari and raced him all the way to Neptune's Net. That's pretty cool. It's that light all the way back there. That one all the way back there. That's the one he did it from, so it's pretty cool. We just came from Neptune's right now, so stopped here just for a little quick break. Pretty cool. I didn't realize that, because I was wondering, like, which light was it? But just found out right now. Jay helped me out on that one. Let me know, but yeah, that was a light over there. Pretty cool stuff. I know I said that the video was over, but it's really not. Look at this cool local spot right here. Sun setting, Southern California, right here on the beach. This is about the closest you can get to the beach, I think, anywhere, period, here in Southern California. Pretty crazy. We're literally on the edge. And when I say on the edge, I mean, that's literally the sand right there. You can't get any closer.